When you talk about poverty in Uganda, the National Bureau of Standards did a survey in a place called Soroti, for example, where they said 56% of the people live under $1 a day. That would mean all those people would not have a toilet. All those people would not have, if they really are lucky, they may have meat once a year during Christmas. Their children will not go to school. And if they went to school, they drop out before they finish their primary school. They will not have a new cloth, maybe except around Christmas time, if they are lucky. That's how bad it is. They would have one meal a day, and that one meal a day might mean porridge. And when you talk poverty again, you will talk about if 2 children fell sick, you may choose to take one. Walking on foot for maybe a day, sleep at a relative's place before you get to the hospital. Things like that. This poverty can be biting and worrying in Uganda. The participatory evaluation process that we run came up when we looked at the biting poverty, and we, by the grace of God, got in touch with our partners, Tier Fund, who had done something similar in Kenya and Tanzania. And we just discovered that it could actually turn around lives for our people, where the church now, working with the community, get people together, and they look at the problems that are in the community. Then they sit down. Now, this is not an African thing because we don't think ahead. So you sit down with the community and say, these are all our problems. And then you say, what can we do if we had no help to help ourselves? And then they will begin looking at what they have, the problems they have, what they have, and how they could do it, working together using local resources. And that's the process. It takes like 3 years. It takes a bit of time, but when people have woken up to how easy it is to do so little, but consistently and being organized, we've seen lives change. Villages that had no permanent houses, we are seeing permanent houses coming up. We are seeing people taking their children back to school. We are seeing people who once really were beggars are now becoming blessers, because the whole process is you help people understand that it doesn't matter how low you are still able not only to help yourself but to help others. When you go to communities where the process has happened and you walked in, nobody will ask if you give them something, but they will ask what they could do for you. If you go to the communities where we have not had the process, the moment you get there, they will be telling you their problems and they will be asking for you to give them something. Where we have already been with the process, they will be asking more about equipping and the things that will help them move on from where they have been to where they're supposed to go. I want you to know that your running today is going to help a lot of lives. It is going to help young girls who are not going to school to go to school. That will help them to take their own children to school. It's going to help the community to begin looking at the old people in our community who have lost their children to HIV. And because when we run the process, it really helps us to look at all the other nitty-gritty of the problems in the community. So your running today is going to do much more than just sending out help. It's going to empower communities to take care of themselves and to help other communities in the future.